Kia ora e hoa, haere mai, look what I found. Do you remember this story? This was story number 15 in Suzy's Book Corner, Recipe for Disaster by Katie Pye. Well, Katie's been rather busy. Look how many books she has now. Crikey! They're all in the Fairy Tale Fraud series. There's Trip Trap Trouble. What do you think this story is about? The Three Billy Goats Gruff? Ka pai. How about this one here? Ready for Rescue. Do you think it might be the story of Rapunzel? Sibling Wars. Maybe the picture will help. A gingerbread house. What could that be? Hansel and Gretel? Oh, this one's easy. Dressed in the Best. It's a fairy tale fraud about the Emperor's new clothes. Jack's Giant Problem. What could this be a fairy tale fraud about? Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. That's right. What about this one here? Breaking News. Humpty Dumpty? It looks like Humpty Dumpty here. Well, those are just some of the titles. She has 2 new books. The Fame Game. We'd have to read that story, I think, to find out what that one's about. But it's still in the Fairy Tale Fraud series. And this book here. The Wolf in Disguise. Hey, if you'd like any of the other stories of Katie Pye's Fairy Tale Fraud stories, make a comment down below. But I think we'll read this one here. There's something pretty special about this book. There's a child illustrator, Phoebe Lenhaus. That's pretty cool. A book illustrated by a young person. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a fairy tale fraud? Let's begin. Remember the wolf who gave 3 pigs a fright? He huffed and he puffed, but the brick house held tight. A rumour was spread that the big bad wolf died, but nothing was hurt but the wolf's sense of pride. Unharmed he escaped from the pig's house that day, determined the 3 pigs would not get away. The very next day, with a crafty new plan, the wolf lay in wait for Pig 1 as he ran. The big wolf was cunning. He had no disguise. He looked just the same, but he acted out lies. See the wolf there? There's the pig out for the run. Dear pig, the wolf gushed, you have been on my mind. I tried to eat you and I know that's not kind. I'd like to say sorry. How happy I'd be if all of you pigs would come join me for tea. Pig 1 was the type that would never say no. He wasn't so wise and was bursting to go. Well, since you are sorry, I feel that I must. Forgive and forget is the best way to trust. Uh-oh. Should that wolf be trusted? If he's telling lies, no. Pig 1 was all smiles as he called to Pig 2. The wolf has a kind invitation for you. I am here to make friends, the dishonest wolf lied. You want me as bacon, the wary pig cried. Now, brother, said Pig 1 in tears of dismay, forgive and forget is the very best way. Just give him a chance, Pig 1 started to plead. So trusting Pig 1, Pig 2 also agreed. Uh-oh. Should that wolf be trusted? On seeing the wolf and his brothers draw near, Pig 3 raced inside and he cried out in fear, That wolf can't be trusted, oh brothers, please run. He'll catch you and cook you and eat you well done. We've excellent news, the pigs cried. You are wrong. He's hosting a tea. Oh, please do come along. Please read, urged the wolf, what my counsellor wrote. Pig 3 was impressed by the wolf's made-up note. I guess I was wrong, said a sheepish pig 3. I'll gladly join you, and they set off for tea. We'll make it a party, the crafty wolf cried. I'd love to have all of my friends by my side. Uh-oh. The wolf found his friends deep in Carnivore Lane. They leapt up to join him, his purpose was plain. We're having a party, he winked in delight. I hope you are free for some feasting tonight. The wolf and his friends and pig 1, 2 and 3 set out for his house where the party would be. But someone out shopping for Granny's supplies knew just how to spot a bad wolf in disguise. Who could be shopping for Granny's supplies? Somebody dressed in red. Little Red Riding Hood. Straight off to her Granny's Red Riding Hood ran. As quick as a flash, Granny made up a plan. Red, phone the police and I'll gather my gear. This time I'm prepared, it's the wolf's turn to fear. Meanwhile, the wolves and the 3 little pigs at last had arrived at the wicked wolf's digs. That means his house. The wolf gave a smile. Let the party begin. Little pigs, you can come in. Oh dear. Wolf winked at his friends and they made their advance and tied up the pigs so they hadn't a chance. We trusted you, Wolf, the pigs trembled in fear. Well, then you are fools, the wolf laughed, drawing near. But just as he lunged, a car screeched into view. The wolf shrieked in fright as his friends all withdrew. The pigs took their chance while the wolf, horrified, looked frantically round for a place he could hide. Uh-oh, he knows he's in trouble. The house is surrounded, Red Riding Hood cried. We've freed all the pigs, now come slowly outside. Come out with your paws up, Gran eagerly said. But out came an elderly woman instead. I'm sorry, she rasped. All the wolves ran away. Now I have been freed, I will go, if I may. Gran smiled at the lady. Of course, dear, she said. But something seemed wrong as Red Riding Hood stared. She studied the lady, then gasped in surprise. What do you think it could be? What big ears you have, and big teeth, and big eyes. Arrest him, she yelled. That's the wolf in disguise. No, no, begged the wolf. This was just a bad phase. Believe me, I've learnt. I've changed my bad ways. The pigs cried in one voice, That's hogwash and lies. Us pigs will now know that we need to be wise, and we won't be fooled by a wolf in disguise. And that's the end of the story. Wow, that was different, wasn't it? It was like the next chapter in the story of the 3 little pigs. Lots to think about in this story too. So Katie has put in the back of her book some things to help you think about the story. Some questions here, like this question from Little Red Riding Hood. I saw the pigs in trouble and I acted. What could you do if you saw someone in an unsafe situation? Maybe you could talk with your whānau about things that you can do to help people keep safe and who you trust in your family. Because here it says, don't just trust, think first. And there are some little conversation starters here to give you some more thinking about trust. Well, Katie puts information like this in the back of all of her books. She's got lots more information on her website too. To find out more about these books and all the information she has on her website, visit fairytalefraud.com. She even has a little activity book. It says so on the front, with colour-ins and activities and things for you to do. Hey, I've got some things for you to do on my YouTube channel. Why don't you go and check out some of the playlists and then come and visit me again soon. We'll have another story. I love it when you come to visit. Ka kite. Goodbye, my friend.